guys, this is a book review for A Little Life by Hanya Yanagihara. Probably saying that wrong, doing my best. So this was a very engaging book, Little Life. Quite thick, you can see here. So there was a lot to read. It was very well written. What can I say? It's this I like to give honest book reviews, so this was about the main character, Jude. He has a lot of pain from childhood trauma inside of him, and he deals with it with a lot of self-destructive behaviors and self-harm. And he does do quite a bit of cutting in here, and it's written about in quite a bit of detail. So I would say this is a big trigger warning on this book. It is about a person who is in a lot of pain, and I will say that the author does a really beautiful job of covering this topic and exploring it, and not shying away from things. And it's very developed, like his friends that are basically his family, how that weaves, how they deal with knowing that he does that, and how they maybe tiptoe around it, or how they do face it, and what they try to do to help and what doesn't help. And they are, for a period of time, living together and young and in the art scene, and it goes in between having them in high school knowing each other, and then in their 20s in New York, and then when they're quite a bit older and with different romantic partners, for better or worse. So it does this really beautiful job of weaving in and out of different time periods without it feeling strange when you're reading it. That's a difficult thing to do, in my opinion. And it's also very difficult to write about self-harm in more depth than just mentioning that the character does it once or twice. This is like, they're very detailed descriptions of when he is self-harming. So in saying that, there were a few moments where I had to put the book down because it was too painful for me to read, but the characters were so engaging that I picked it back up again, because I wanted to know more about them and what would happen, and all of that stuff. And that happened a couple of times. So yeah, as a book review, I just want to say that the writer does get into some very hard topics, but they are, like, this is part of our world. This isn't sci-fi. Fiction is like based off of a lot of things that really do happen. So yeah, open wounds on your back and legs. Talk to me. So yeah, some tough stuff to read in here, but it is relevant to the world we live in, and there was a lot to emotionally explore. This could be part of a book group, and you could try and discuss some very difficult topics. This could be something good for like therapists to read. Not that everyone who cuts is the exact same as this character, but it does open a window into this world that I'm not in, but I have known quite a few people who are. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say about that. It's really good writing on a very difficult topic that is well done, but you just want to be emotionally prepared going in that this is a tough, it's quite a few tough subjects in here, because there's also some domestic violence, I would call it. So yeah, just be prepared, but it is a great, it's excellent writing.